All right. We're back again with standard 4.4. We're going to solve two-step equations now. So if you're watching this video, you should have completed 4.1, 4.2, and 4.3, and you know what you're doing. Because if you haven't done those, this is going to be quite hard, right? So you got to. This is why we got to keep up with stuff. So let's take a look. As a reminder, we're going to put together the stuff we did before. Standard 4.4, I can solve two-step equations. To solve a two-step equation, first we're going to undo the addition or the subtraction. Once that is completed, we will undo multiplication or division. All right? So we're putting them back together in that order. These problems look a little bit different. They are not hard if you know how to do those two steps, and this will kind of define for you how to do it. So let's take a look. All right, ready? We have 3n minus 6 equals 15. I want to get n by itself, so I'm going to start by undoing addition and subtraction. Minus 6, I don't want that. I want to get rid of that first. So I'm going to add 6 and add 6, and then work my way down. So 3n stays. Negative 6 plus 6 makes 0. I don't want to write plus 0. I just want to leave a space for it. Bring down my equal sign. 15 plus 6 makes 21. All right? That's step 1. Step 2, I want to get rid of the number with the letter. So I don't want the 3 there with n. I want to know just n. So I'm going to divide both sides by the 3 that's there. So 3 times n equals 21 becomes both sides divided by 3. So that's going to cancel and leave n. 21 divided by 3 makes 7. All right. Next one, 2. I have 15 times x plus 3 equals 48. I want to undo my addition, so I'm going to do minus 3 and minus 3. If I bring that down, that gives me 15x. That goes to 0. Equal sign comes down. 48 minus 3 is 45. Then, let's see what colors do purple. Then I want to get rid of the 15 with the x. I just want x, so I'm going to divide both by the sides by the number that's with the letter. Canceling leaves x. 45 divided by 15 is 3. X equals 3. Let's go back and circle this thing because I didn't do it. Alright. Next, let's start with blue. Now I have t divided by 4 minus 10 equals negative 6. I want to add 10 to both sides to get that step gone. So I'm going to bring that down. T divided by 4. Negative 10 plus 10 makes 0. My equal sign comes down. Negative 6 plus 10 makes 4. Then I'm going to multiply both sides by 4. Because I have t divided by 4, so I want to undo that. That's going to leave me t equals 16. Right? So what we've been doing is pretty straightforward. You just got to put those two things that we learned together in the right order. Plus, you got to show me all that work. Next one, I have 13 minus 6f equals 31. I want to undo the addition subtraction. I don't want to add 6f here. No, I want to leave my letter alone. So I'm going to subtract 13 from both sides to get rid of that term. Right? I'm picking subtract because there's no sign in front of the 13, which means I think of it as positive. Let's bring it down. That makes 0. Negative 6x. Negative 6f on this side. The equal sign comes down. 31. Take away 13. It's going to give me 18. All right. So now we have negative 6f equals 18. We're going to go ahead and divide both sides by that negative 6. That's going to cancel. Leave f. 18 divided by negative 6. Positive divided by negative is negative. 18 divided by 6 is 3. F equals negative 3. Negative g plus 11 equals 2. I'm going to rewrite that as negative 1g plus 11 equals 2. I want that 1 in there. Remember, there's no number. It's 1 in front of the letter. And then I'm going to go ahead and undo that plus 11 by doing minus 11. So it's going to bring down to be negative 1g equals negative 9, right? 2 minus 11 make negative 9. And then I'm going to go back and divide by negative 1 on both sides to give me, see, those cancel, give me g equals positive 9. Negative divided by negative makes positive. 9 divided by 1 makes 9. So positive 9. All right. Number 6, I have negative 9 minus y divided by 7 equals negative 12. I'm going to add 9 to both sides. Add 9, right? It's going to leave me negative y divided by 7 on one side and negative 3 on the other. And then I'm going to multiply both sides by 7, right? I have negative y divided by 7, so I'm going to multiply to get rid of that divided by 7. That leaves me, oh, sorry, scratch that. I'm going to multiply by negative 7 on both sides. All right, so that's going to get rid of all of that, leaving y. And then negative 3 times negative 7 makes positive 21. Always take that sign with it. It saves you a whole step. Next, real-world examples. Lynn wants to save $900 to go to Puerto Rico. She has $180 right now and saves $45 each week. Determine how many weeks it will take her to save $900. All right, so we know we want to see how long it takes to make 900, right? So I'm going to write equals 900. We have to come up with something here that makes this problem. And I would use a little bit of logical thinking here and say, okay, everything else I've looked at today has 2 parts in it, right? 2 parts in it. 2 parts in it before we get to the equal sign, or at least on one side of the equal sign. So I know I probably want 2 parts here. She has 180 right now, and she's saving $45 each week. There's our 2 parts. I'm going to start with 180. Let's actually write it here. We'll say plus 180. Okay. And then $45 each week, if we call week W, because we're looking for weeks, right? How many weeks? 45 each means times. 45 times W. 45W. Plus 180 equals 90. We're going to solve that by subtracting 180. All right. That's going to give us 45W equals, let's see, 900 minus 80 is going to be 720. All right. And then I'm going to switch my markers, and my last step is I'm going to divide both sides by 45. Well, that's 14. I didn't mean to write that. Sorry. Divide each side by 45. And I'm not even going to pretend I can do that. Hold on. I'm going to pause this and use my calculator. My trusty calculator tells me that this makes 16. Or I could say 16 weeks. So in as little as 4 months, she could save up her money to go to Puerto Rico. Hooray! Last question. Jacob bought 4 flowers in 6-inch pots and a $19 fern at a fundraiser. He spent a total of $63. Find the price of each flower. Let's call that F for flower, okay? So we know that we're going to have the price of 4, sorry, we just don't let this throw you off. We want 4 flowers and $19 for a fern. So I'm going to put my 19 at the end because I know that's constant. 4 flowers, 4 times the whatever the cost of the flower is, 4 times F for cost of flower. 4F plus the 19 equals 63. We're going to solve it by subtracting 19 from both sides. 4F equals 63 minus 19. I'm going to take away 20 and add 1, so 63 minus 20 is 43, plus 1 is 44. I'm going to divide both sides by 4 to get F equals, I'm making a dollar sign now, $11. $11 per flower, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 44, plus 19 makes 63. All right. So, homework is here. We have a bunch of questions. We have 12 questions on the front, 3 more on the back, and 4 word problems. We need that whole thing completed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 word problems. We want that whole thing completed and returned, ready to go. All right? Make sure you show us the work and everything. Anything without work does not count. You will get it returned and be asked to redo it. All right? Come with questions. Thank you. Bye.